Cheers, fellas. Just enjoying a nice glass of one of my favourite beers after the 17 IPA. It's the Cooper's Best Extra Stout. Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, guys, basically I just wanted to give you guys an update. It's been a long time. I haven't put out a video since the Canadian Appreciation Ale. Oh, good. Yeah, basically just want to let you guys kind of know what's going on, I suppose. Not going to be the most exciting video, but here we go anyway. Basically about a month ago, I just thought I'd throw this out there as something interesting you guys could have a crack at home if you want. You've probably already done it. It's nothing earth-shattering, but a month ago, sorry, I was making some pizza from scratch, and we normally use the Lowen's freeze-dried, instant yeast that you keep in the freezer. Basically, I'd made everything up, and I was just about to add the yeast and realised I didn't have any yeast left. And my good mate Vic, with the last, I think it was when actually Vic and Damon Ninja sent me that awesome beer mail with all those ingredients and adjuncts and yeasts. There was some Cooper's yeast, the stuff that you get under the tin there, in the pre-hopped kits. So I thought, I did some research. I knew that it was gluten-free because I've got 2 people in my family that are diagnosed celiacs. So I thought, yep, no worries, that's good. Threw it in there, and it was absolutely amazing. Cooper's homebrew pizza. Anyway, I just want to share a couple of those pictures with you guys, and we'll cross over to that now so you can have a look. So yeah, there you go, guys. It was a fantastic little experiment. I will definitely do it again when I got some spare. And I guess, yeah, the other thing I wanted to share is it was about a couple of months ago now, I think. Pretty sure it was a couple of months ago. I went over to my brother's house and we just had a couple of drinks. We had really nice barbecue and stuff. He was in possession of the first ever Christmas mead that I bottled from my second large batch, not my experimental one, but my second large batch. I've done a review on that when it was young. You guys can have a look at that if you like. It's on my channel. Basically he had that, and we cracked it open, and it was 1.5 years old, I think. So it was absolutely awesome. I have to say, I was very impressed with the complexity of the flavour. It has reached another level. The only thing I was disappointed with was I would classify it as a sweet mead. It came out sweet, and I wasn't terribly impressed with that, but in terms of the complexity and the actual flavour, it was wow, it was absolutely amazing. So I'll cross over to a quick little video and a picture of that for you now. Go. It's a good sign, no hiss. So there you have it. That was yeah, some good memories there, and it aged extremely well. So, and also there's another little hot tip for you in case you guys get a dark mead that's too sweet for your liking anyway. One of the things you can do, which I found, is I got some half decent, not completely cheap, but kind of half decent Shiraz, even some Cab Merlot or something, and you do half and half with the mead. And oh man, it is seriously to die for. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So give that a crack if you want. You know, no home brew goes to waste in this house. And the other thing I really wanted to share with you guys that I'm really excited about is my bro had I think maybe 3 long necks left of the double-fisted all malt ale. So the all malt DFA, the very first batch of the all malt, that is. So my second batch in existence of the DFA. And he still had some, and it was a year old. No, was it a year old? It was just under a year old. Now, all I can say is it blew my freaking mind. Oh my gosh, you guys will not believe it was. Even the look on my brother's face was priceless. He was so surprised. Fantastic beer. So seriously, guys, it was absolutely amazing. So, but the reason why I wanted to let you guys know is because, you know, seriously, please get into all malt. You know, if you're the kind of guy that throws down beers a lot, like you just want a little, you know, keg filler when you got friends coming over and stuff, do whatever you want. That's fine. But I have to say, if you're going to do a really nice batch every now and then, and you can afford to age at least maybe 4 or 5 long necks or 4 or 5 large bottles, please do an all malt. Just, you know, it's a bit extra. Yes, I know, you know, more simple sort of refined sugar fermentables are obviously cheaper, like dextrose and stuff like that, obviously. But I mean, I know malt's more expensive, but whoa, man, seriously, it makes such a difference. And guys, I wish I had a video for comparison purposes, but I have actually tried an original double-fisted ale, the same batch, the same one that I sent to Craig, that was a year old, and I have now also tried a double-fisted ale all malt that is almost a year old as well. So I've tried both that are aged. I'm pretty sure I haven't told you guys about this, but the original double-fisted ale, it was horrible in terms of after it aged. Fantastic young beer. You guys have seen the review that Craig did. But I tell you what, I always heard that commercial beers that use lots of fermentables, lots of refined fermentables like dextrose, thins out the beer. We all know that. But it also means that it doesn't stand the test of time very well, and it actually lacks the ability to gain complexity, and probably only has a shelf life of around about 6 months, not even that. I had the privilege, I guess you would call it, of trying a double-fisted ale, double-fisted ale original batch that was a year old, and it tasted like sour cider with a hint of grains. After just over a year, it was actually more than a year. Then I got to try almost a year-old double-fisted ale all malt. Wow, absolutely bloomin' amazing. You guys, just wow. A slight bit of bitterness still there. The backbone was insanely rich. It was so nice, so flavoursome. The body was just really intense. It was just beautiful, seriously beautiful. And I've got some pictures I want to show you guys. I wish I could have done a video. Wow, I wish I could have done a video. There is one double-fisted ale all malt left in existence from that second batch, and that's heading off to a mate of mine. Yeah, seriously, guys, it was absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to cross over now and, you know, yeah, let you guys just have a look at the pics. Anyway, so there you go, guys. That was, yeah, it was absolutely fantastic to experience that beer at a year old. So please, guys, you know, yeah, get into the all malt. If you're doing the kits and stuff, just throw in some extra malt. And, yeah, you know, guys, I also had the privilege of trying a 6-month-old Burnt Bros Belgian Ale. You guys remember the review I did on that? It was a really interesting story. Got a little bit burnt during the process of making the beer, but, you know, getting the wort together. Yeah, I got to try one of them aged for 6 months, 5 to 6 months. So, and that was an all malt as well. So we'll cross over, and you guys can have a look at that video as well if you wish. Here it is. CorronZenith here. As you might remember, I did a video a while ago, a beer I did with my bro, and we called it the Burnt Bros Belgian Ale. He kindly gave me one yesterday evening, and it's about, I think it's about 4 months old, and we tried one last night. See if I can do this double-fisted. Oh, well done. It was really decent, guys, and I just had to share it with you. See if I can pour this well. It's going to be a bit of a head on this one. Yep, hold on a second. I'll be back in a second. Well, here we are. Look at that baby. Absolutely sensational. Guys, I know I've harped on about all malt before, but I just have to say it again. All malt is the way to go if you can afford it, you know. I cannot believe how nice this tastes. It just keeps getting better with age. It's got a beautiful slight caramel back end to it, a hint of sweetness. The malt backbone is one of the best I've had. Seriously, guys, I don't know if I'd call myself a master amateur, but I'm definitely an experienced amateur, and I'm still amazed at all the home brews that I've done, ranging from wines, meads, beers, ciders. I still can't believe how nice we can get these things. I mean, honestly, guys, this is amazing. And this isn't a full-on brew share. I just had to share it with you. I just had to share it with you in this update because it is absolutely delicious. Oh my gosh. There's a slight hint of sort of like candying sort of effect on the back end. The bitterness is starting to dissipate. No huge hop character there. The malt is definitely the hero, which a lot of the times is a big thing in some of the gourmet sort of robust Belgian ales that I've had. It's quite dark. The one of the key ingredients here which really shines through is the yeast, which is just beautiful. So that Belgian yeast is just sensational. The smell, peppery, bit of spice. It's just aged so well, guys. Seriously. If this is a home brew, I never want to drink commercial again. Alright. I'm going to have the rest of this. And I don't care about the yeast, guys. This is just sensational. Oh yeah. Good stuff. Puts hairs on your chest. Belgian hairs. Alright, guys. Back to you, CZ. Or back to me. Alright, so there you go. Fantastic beer. Wow. Absolutely, I love those Belgian style beers, and it's amazing that we can do something that complex, in our own homes. And seriously, it rivals a lot of even craft stuff that I've tried, to be honest. So I just think that's absolutely awesome. So yeah, and guys, I've got another thing I just want to put out there. In closing, guys, cheers. I just want to put this out there because I don't know. I think at the end of the day, we're all home brewers, whether or not we all grain, whether or not we do partials, whether or not we just do kits with a bit of steeping grains or some extra hops, or whether or not we just do kits just on their own. I mean, at the end of the day, guys, we're all making beer. And I think this community is such a fantastic community to be a part of, and it doesn't need to have any segregation in terms of being an all grainer and being a kit. It's just at the end of the day, I think we're all making beer. So on that note, I want to challenge. I challenge Mr. Craig Fairway to make a double-fisted all malt ale. DFA all malt. I challenge you, mate, to make one. And it's not it's not a challenge to make one, but I challenge you to make one. I encourage you. Actually, sorry, this is an encouragement. I encourage you to make one. He's tried the original. I'd love to see him just try the all malt. I don't think he needs to make the original and then do a comparison. If he wishes to do that, that's fine. Mr. Fairway, you're more than welcome to do that. That's completely fine. But seriously, you really have to try it. And I'm not expecting you to age a couple of bottles for 6 months, but it would be really cool if you could just try the all malt recipe and give it a crack. And I'm not asking you to do a review, but I just think it would, even just personally for you to do that. It's a fantastic beer. And you guys know the recipe. Look how easy it was to make. To think that we can have a beer like that, you know, under, I don't know, what was it? It was under $30. Anyway, you guys take care. Blessings to yourself and your loved ones. And, take care of yourselves. Thanks for taking the time watching this video. I don't know how long it's going to be, but it was really nice to touch base with you guys. And thanks a lot for all the new subscribers. I think I'm kind of edging up to 100, which just blows my mind that people even watch this stuff. So thanks a lot. Check out 17brewcrew.com. Fantastic community. Fantastic place. Fantastic place. You know what, the crew, guys, you come for the brew, but you stay for the crew because it's a fantastic community. Those guys are awesome. They're lovely. They're real gentlemen. Anyway, pop over there and say g'day. Catch you later, guys. CZ signing out. 17.